So Jennifer is going to take over, and Jennifer Moore is going to take over and kind of work us through feedback on the charter it is now, as it is now. So handing this off to her.
Hi, can you hear me? Thank you. So in this section, I'm going to try to talk as little as possible so that we can talk in our small groups as much as possible. But I did want to give you a quick overview of what's in the charter right now. So just as and the link is there if you want to start looking at it. But there is a template that RDA provides for creating an interest group. So the outline is based on that template that was provided. Can we go back to the slides for a moment and go to the next slide? So I'm going to quickly walk through some key pieces of it, and then you feel free to keep looking at it yourself while I do this. So again, remember this is in draft form. So the interest group is focused on addressing our challenges and help us understand how to leverage resources, best practices, approaches to building inclusive networks. The scope is national and international networks. And I believe we are focusing largely on data curation, though correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what the proposal currently says. The objectives are to share information on governance, working together, inclusivity, how to move the network forward, infrastructure size, barriers, and best practices. Oh, there's a little typo there, but that's okay. So what that should show is interested net. Could you maybe hit refresh on that, Cynthia? Oop, sorry. One more, I think. One more slide. Thank you. So, so far, who's involved are, the networks that were listed at the first, and so this should say like interested networks or participation. So far, data curation network, data discovery collaboration project, Portage, Digital Repository of Ireland, National Coordination Management, National Institute of Informatics in Japan, and Open Access Repository Japan. And there may be others, but those are what are currently listed in the proposal. Next slide, please. So the outcomes, these are sort of future outcomes, but to find stakeholders, identify who should be, what networks we should be reaching out to and pulling into the network, and finding voices that need to be brought into the networks. Assess the methods that we are currently using, shared resources, and potentially a proposal for an RDA working group. The mechanism, we would meet in person a couple of times a year at the plenaries, either virtually or physically. And so the timeline right now is just for the next year, convening twice. And then on the proposal, there's a current list of members. And again, I've just linked in case you're not in it already, I've linked the document again here. And then when we go into breakout rooms, what I would like us to do is use Padlet. Could you click on that link, Cynthia? So I know we're short on time, and not everybody is as comfortable talking as others. So what we're going to do is, while we're talking, if you have thoughts and ideas that are either they really resonate with you and you want to add it to one of these columns, or if you're just haven't been able to get your thought or idea in, add it. So these are the things we want to kind of get from this discussion. So what's clear about the proposal? What do you think really should be there that is currently there? What can be improved? So that's the first column, is what's clear. The second column is what can be improved about the proposal. The third column is thoughts on the focus. So just adding comments on if there should be other foci that we have not added in here, or and the fourth column is any other big things that we should add that are not currently there. And if you would like to be a participant in this interest group, just add your name to the last Padlet. So hopefully that's very clear. And we'll go ahead and break out and just, fill that in as we're talking. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay, let's go. Back to the same rooms.